of the others. Okay. Am I still clear? Can you still see me, hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll now ask you to turn on your cameras so that I can disclose the status of your application. So all of you have actually successfully passed this interview. So congratulations and welcome to New World Makati Hotel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have to I have to remove Demi from the meeting because I think it's no longer productive if we keep her on the meeting and she was not able to answer my questions. So again, congratulations for passing the interview.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir
Thank you so
Gilbert.
much.
Now I will move forward with the discussion of the requirements. Okay. So while I pull out my presentation here, I'll need you to get your writing materials ready. Meron na ba kayong ballpen at paper?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's ready na.
Okay, some significant dates that you need to remember. Number one, we are looking for, or save the date, June 28th, next week. We will be having what we call the perfect discovery or our new hire orientation. The new hire orientation will walk you through and introduce you to the company. So that's an on-site orientation that happens here at New World Makati Hotel. That is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now I will be proceeding with showing you a video which discusses the requirements of our practicum program. You may just type Y in the chat box if you can hear the video accordingly, okay? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Anyone can
Yes,
answer.
sir.
Okay. Can you hear the presentation?
No, sir. Hello.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, let me reshare my screen. What is expected and what you are required to prepare prior your internship here at New. Can anyone confirm if you are hearing the video? Naririnig po ba?
Wala po, sir.
No, sir. World Makati Hotel.
Yes.
Okay. Kindly make sure to remember this email, nwhrd@gmail.com. All requirements, all inquiries, and questions pertaining to the practicum program must be coursed through this email. Okay? If you have any questions or clarifications, please make sure to utilize this email. Okay? Now, for the requirements, our first submission will be online. Okay? And here are the list of the requirements. When you send an email to that mailer, remember to use the correct email subject. That's NWMNL internship dash last name, comma, first name. So for example, NWMNL internship dash Gatdula, comma, Gilberto. Here are the list of the requirements that we need from you. Number one is an updated resume. Number two is an endorsement letter from the school. Number three is a 2x2 photo with white background. Number four, signed practicum training agreement. Sir Gilbert, saan po namin makukuha itong signed practicum training agreement? You can scan this QR code here, or you can use the link that's https:// bit.ly/pity agreement. I will also be launching this link at the chat box. I don't expect you to ask me of this practicum training agreement via email, ha? This has been forwarded na to you via this presentation and via the chat box. So I won't entertain questions or inquiries regarding the practicum training agreement. New World Makati Hotel is hesitant to sign memorandum of agreement. So in place of the MOA, please consider having to sign this training agreement. If may questions or talagang kailangan mag-comply sa MOA, please direct me to your educator or your practicum coordinator. Number 5, medical requirements, which will be discussed in detail in the next slide. Vaccination card or vaccination certificate. And then the 7th requirement, and this is a new requirement, a PhilHealth number. Kaya tinatanong ko yung iba sa inyo kanina kung may PhilHealth na kayo because this is already a requirement of the government. So ano po ang mga pwedeng i-present for PhilHealth? PhilHealth ID, a screenshot of your online account with your PhilHealth number. Anything that would substantiate your PhilHealth membership should be okay. Of course, the student intern must send one email containing all attachments with the correct labeling. Okay, so resume is labeled as Gatula, comma, first name dash 001, and the list goes on. Incomplete and incorrect documents will not be processed. Original documents will be submitted during your internship orientation. Okay, so that is enclosed in a long brown envelope. Nakalagay ko sa upper right corner ng inyong envelope ang inyong last name, comma, first name. Okay, you might want to take a screenshot of this slide para at least you'll be guided accordingly, but this will also be sent via email sa inyo within the day. Here are the list of medical requirements. Physical exam, ecalysis, urinalysis, x-ray results, blood test, drug test. Sasabihin nyo lang po sa clinic, these are the pre-employment requirements at alam na po nila yan. And you may actually proceed with any medical clinic for testing. We know that it is challenging to just go to any hospital or clinic, so wala po kaming accredited clinic. You can just go to any clinics of your choice. Of course, just like the previous slide, electronic copies of the results must be saved in the perfect chronology that you are seeing now, physical exam to drug test, and saved in one file. Ito kailangang ayusin nyo na yan because the medical results will still be evaluated by the medical team. If there is no clearance from our medical team, hindi po kayo makakapag-start ng inyong internship. Now, orientation, as mentioned, will be specified in dates via email, so please make sure to check your email from time to time. So the instruction is you need to proceed at the New World Makati Hotel Associate entrance. It's at Greenbelt Drive, corner Arnaiz Avenue, on or before 8 a.m. Be on business attire with coat or blazer, and then inside, white polo is preferred or pastel colors. Make sure to bring all the requirements and place it in the long brown envelope as mentioned in the previous slide. And make sure to bring your own ball pen and alcohol. Kindly note that no orientation, no deployment policy. Now, training, as mentioned, the student interns shall render a minimum of 600 hours of training in the hotel. Will there be a possibility of transferring departments? Yes. Only if you have completed 300 hours and subject to approval. Please also expect monthly meetings from time to time just to touch base with you and inform you of any updates if necessary. Now, I'll be opening the floor to some of the questions and I will stop recording now. Okay, so I hope the video came in very clear sa inyo, right? Ano
Yes.
yung new requirement, ano yung last requirement that we want you to have based dun sa discussion kanina?
The PhilHealth?
Yes, so PhilHealth, okay, is already a requirement. Now, I think all of you naman have work experiences, so you should be able to have your PhilHealth, okay? Now, I'd like to ask si Joshua, when is our target date of orientation?
That will be on June 20th, 8 to 5.
What are you what are you expected to wear during June 28th?
Business attire, sir.
Mrs. Attire. Now, PJ, ano ang dapat na dala-dala ninyo during the orientation?
Siya mga requirements po.
Like,
Mm,
ano yung mga requirements na discuss kanina sa video?
medical clearance, medical certificates.
Ano pa?
Updated resume, PhilHealth
Mhm.
ID.
Mhm. Can you guys help PJ? Ano pa yung mga requirements na minention natin bukod sa mga sinabi niya?
Uh,
I put it inside long envelope.
Ipi-place sa envelope, ano pa yung mga requirements na dapat nasa envelope aside dun sa mga sinabi ni PJ?
Medical exam, PhilHealth number, the practicum agreement, 2x2 white background, the endorsement letter from school, and updated resume, sir.
Yeah, very good. So yung practicum training agreement can be accessed through the link that I have placed in the chat box. But also, please expect in an email today containing the requirements, the list of the requirements, and at the same time, yung practicum training agreement. So that should be routed. All naman are available by June 28. Can you type Y in the chat box if yes, you are available to attend? Thank you, Anna. Joshua, May, PJ. Yes, Don.
Sir, I think I can attend, but I am not sure if I can bring the medical certificate because I have a busy week ahead. I'm not sure if
Okay.
I can.
You can attend the orientation, but incomplete requirements you will not be able to start with your practicum. Okay.
Sir Gilbert, I just want to clear something up with you. You mentioned earlier that our medical requirements is subject for approval. So, and then if it's not approved yet, our practicum will be delayed, or what will happen
Yes.
exactly if, for example, because before I was asked for the drug test and then sometimes it's unavailable. So what will happen if one of those things in the list is it's not possible to meet by June 28th? What will happen to our application, sir? Do we have to like reapply, or we'll just have to wait until we accomplish all the requirements?
You have to wait as long as you can comply already with all the requirements.
So we'll just be following it up.
Yes.
Okay.
With my experience naman, you can just mention with any clinic that you are having a pre-employment requirements. So that should be easy. Okay, kaya nga namin ito kino-communicate sa inyo as early as now so that you'll have about a week to prepare for the requirements.
Uh,
When I mentioned that these medical documents are still gonna be evaluated, kailangan kasi fit to work kayo. Hindi kayo pwedeng may problems with the lungs or any medical concerns. Okay? Yes, Anna.
Sir, regarding po with the submission of the medical requirements, one of the clinics that I went to before, which is High Precision, they prefer to send the results directly to the management. So, uh, with regards to that, sir, they don't really allow us to get the hard copy. So what?
That's odd, Anna. That's kind of odd because you are paying for your own medical requirements, which means you are entitled for the documentation of these medical results. Now, if the company is paying for the medical requirements, then I would assume that they will be the ones to email directly to the hotel or the company. But in this case, you are paying for the medical requirements, right? So
Yes.
it's safe to assume that you deserve to be handed over with the medical documents that you asked and the services that you have availed. So if
Okay.
it's still not working, you can approach any other clinics. Marami
Yes.
naman po clinics.
Noted on that, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions before we close this online meeting? Yes, Don.
Do we choose our day off, or like can we do a leave as an intern?
No, you don't really get to choose a day off, but this is something that you can request. Again, you are not here for a vacation. You're applying for an internship program. So it means you have to be at pace with the busyness of the hotel, right? So favors as early as now, of course, cannot be granted because you are here to train and you are here to learn. Okay? But again, you can place these requests to your supervisors. Pero be ano naman, be flexible na. It is your first time to have this internship. Leaves na agad ang hihingin natin sa company. So I think that already gives an impression, right? So again, place the requests to your supervisors, but as your talent development manager, I would highly discourage it for the first 2 to 3 weeks of your internship.
Noted on that, sir. Thank you.
Anna, your hands are still raised. Are there any more questions?
Sorry, sir. I forgot to unclick it.
Any other questions?
None, sir.
Joshua? Thank you, Maine.
None, sir.
PJ?
None, sir. Gilbert.
Okay. Hope to see you next week, June 28. And as long as you have your requirements ready, paki-email nyo na po yan kaagad sa ating mailer, nwhrdpracticum@gmail.com. See you on Tuesday. Goodbye, and please leave the meeting room now. Thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Gilbert.
Sir.